Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. Got a decent sized order this week. Got some fun stuff on this order. I was looking through to try to decide if it was restock or not, and yeah, and a bunch of oddball stuff we haven't had in a while. Some stuff that shouldn't be oddball. This is feeder guppies. They look a little cold, but we'll see how they do. Next is more feeder guppies, and this is long fin serpae tetras. Last week we got, well, not long fin serpae tetras, so they made it up to us this week, made sure we got the real deal. Also got some snails in here. Looks like we got, these are the red spotted neorites. I'll have those right to you. And should have zebras right in here too. Let's see. Last week I expected red spots and zebras and we only had one of them, but we did have the thorned ones. All right, that's one box, easy peasy. Let's go for the next. Boom. Okay, first thing out of, here, take this with you. First thing out of this box is feeder goldfish. Bada boom, bada bang, a whole bunch of those guys. Feeders back in stock. And then shrimp, lots and lots and lots of shrimp this week. And of course, they don't mark what they are, but these look like they must be those tiny amanos. Better than no amanos, so we'll take tiny amanos over no amanos. These are Bloody Marys, nice bright red cherry shrimp, but they're not cherry shrimp. Bloody Marys have their color coming from inside rather than from the outside. This looks like an empty bag, but it's not. They're Pinocchio shrimp. Looks like they may not have made the trip. We'll see if any of them did. It looks like we did not make it with the Pinocchio shrimp. Next up is blue shrimp. And all but one of those guys made it just fine. Looks like. So those guys, I don't know. Looks like this whole shipment might have got a little too cold. It was cold last night. We'll see how they do. These are jades. It's a blue shrimp, a jade shrimp. We have red crystal shrimp. And it looks like those guys didn't do all that well. Looks like our shrimp guys gotta work harder. These are orange shrimp. Restock on those as well. And then more cherry shrimp. A whole bunch more, and those guys did really good. So there we go, whole box of shrimp for you. I got more shrimp in another box too. This is gonna be a shrimp kind of day. Also, like I said, some wild and crazy fish. I'm really excited to see what's in the box. This box did much better with the heat packs because it's still warm when I just opened the box. Here is zigzag eels, looking great. The zigzag eels, of course, are the community-minded eel. You can do several of them if you want, or one. They won't eat your fish, generally get about 10 inches. These are Apistogramma mcmasteri rednecks. I had these in a little while. A very, very beautiful apisto. All your little dwarf cichlids are beautiful in my eyes, but those are particularly beautiful. Here we have green alien male Betta. It says show grade in cup. No, not a cup, but show grade. Very beautiful fish. I put it with clotta leaf. Crown tails, should have a bunch of crown tails and a bunch of half moons on this order. Also got some of the fancy placots. There's an emerald candy placot right there. And black samurai. Oh wow, he almost looks like an avatar. That guy's gorgeous. There's a half moon with him. That's Betta's for that bag. Next is itty bitty fish. Those are Sundandanio goblinus, the neon blue rasbora. Also call them a neon green rasbora sometimes. Though there's another one that's very closely related. That's a little more green, a little less blue. Bora's Mera, or Phoenix rasbora, another nano fish. Apparently nanos are in the house. Speaking of which, we have scarlet battas. So those are those guys. Your itty bitty bitty ambush predator. More nanos. These are neon green rasboras. The Microdevario cubitai, not to be mistaken for the Sundandanio goblinus or Sundandanio rudolph is the red one. There's several different ones, but the names all overlap. It is definitely a different critter. This is the marbled wood shrimp. They're a variant of the vampire shrimp. There are actually 6 different species of vampire shrimp. Usually they just get shipped interchangeably, but we got those guys actually under a different name. Clown killie, itty bitty nanos again. Gotta love those guys, so bright colored. Very good jumpers, so. More nanos, gosh, if they order anything other than nanos this week. Chili rasboras, gotta love those, little firecrackers. Okay, you're not a nano. There's black ghost knife. Ordered like a half a dozen of these a couple weeks ago. Sat here for like a week because everybody's been asking me for them and nobody bought them, and then suddenly, boom, they're all out again. So, got 3 more. These are pea puffers. Pea puffers, of course, are your nano puffer-ish. And then more shrimp. This is bamboo shrimp. Nice and big, bigger than those blue ones. So remember, those blue ones get 6 inches. Or those are the marble ones. I got blue ones in there somewhere too, at least I'm supposed to. These are corydoras trilineatus, or they'll call them the something Julie. Reticulated Julie. They're not the true Julie, but they're the ones you usually see. Another cory, very cool. CW14 laser red cory. Got golds over there. Now I've got reds. The green lasers are the one that everybody's asking me for. They're been unavailable for at least a year. We get them whenever we can, but at least we got golds and reds. Golds and reds, again, are the same species. A bit of a color variant. I don't think it's a collection point variant on those. I think it's a color variant, but I could be mistaken, as I often am. Oh, wow, these guys are big. Spotted head sander. I usually get these about a quarter this size. Really neat fish. I find them to be a little bit on the sensitive side. They're in the tetra family. What a cool fish. They call them a spotted head sander. Those are almost full size. Really beautiful fish. Here's corydoras atropersonatus. I like to call them a cory with personality. I get these whenever I can. A very, very neat, lightly spotted or polka dotted cory. Fork-tail rainbows, another nano fish-ish. These are your pygmy cory with a forked tail, bright yellows on them. Nice size on those too. Oh, this guy's big. This is a gold spotted knife. It's like, okay, it's a knife. What is it going to look like? Well, it's going to look really cool, actually. So there you go, gold spotted knife. Every once in a while, I'm just like, yeah, put it all on black, spin the wheel, see what we get. Usually I do a better job of looking them up first, but you know, some days I get busy. Gold tetra. These are really neat tetra that they only get that beautiful shiny gold color if they come out of the wild. It's actually a fungus that creates that. Other fish can get it. It doesn't hurt the fish, but it does make them bright gold, which is probably not a positive thing when you live in black water, but it makes them really pretty for the tank. Spotted blue-eyed rainbow. That's a Pseudomagil Gertrude. Gertrude, very cool. We've got the regulars, those are the regulars, and we've also got the Arrow 2s over there, which are a brighter version, different locality. Romanos, those of course are on our Tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. The gold ones that we just passed by do that as well. More cories, because you know, he who dies with the most cories wins. These are Laredo cories. Laredos are like a high-fin version of the Atropersonatus, with just a little tighter pattern on their spots. Very pretty cory. Oh, there you got your glass cat. I've probably said this a dozen times in videos. So there's 3 or 4 different species of glass cat that get from Asia that get shipped interchangeably. Which ones those are? They're probably the most common ones, but I'll see different ones come through. We actually have the African ones over there right now, which do look significantly different. These are just your regular old Autocinculus. Hold the bag up long enough, I'll start talking about it. Those are just your common autos that you're going to want to have in your planted tank. And another crown-tailed Betta. What do we got here? These are Apistogramma cockatoides super red. A restock on those. We have 4 different types of cockatoo cichlid over there. The cockatoides, of course, is the cockatoo apistogramma. Here's more common autos. Hey, wait a second. Give me that auto bag back. Was that... I thought those were common autos. Were those actually the Galaxy autos? I probably did that. I probably just looked at them assuming they were just common autos, but they're actually the Galaxy autos I was expecting. Oh, look at you guys. These are the blue wood vampire shrimp. Bring them back. Let's get those the credit they deserve. Blue wood shrimp came in bigger than the marbled ones. They're super cool. Remember, they can get this big. They're really a big shrimp. Let's see. Galaxy autos deserve more love. Look how pretty they are. Black with white spots, a little bit of striping. One of our most popular fancy autos. We carry several different types when we can get them, but they're not easy to get on the fancy ones. Looks like one of our catfish didn't make the trip. That's too bad. These are hard to get too. These are the cuckoo catfish, or Synodontis multipunctatus. Double check. He's still with us. We're going to try to save that guy. Cut that bag and put him in a cup. Okay, let's see if that guy's just stuck. There's another Betta. We have a half moon Betta. Another beautiful, wow, look at the color on that thing. Let's see, black ruby barbs, restock. Gotta have black ruby barbs. Of course, they look kind of like a tiger barb now, but when they get mature and when they're happy in your tank, they'll be bright red underneath the background on them. Very beautiful fish. All right. What else can we pull out? My bag of tricks. More Bettas. More Bettas. More Bettas. What do we got? There's an emerald candy, a crown tail, a half moon. Yay, cool Bettas. Here is, let's see, this is just Priscilla tetras here. On its Tetris special, buy one or buy four, get 25% off for subscribing to the channel. I said that right last time. Same old special, but you know, it's a pretty dang good deal, really. More crown tail Bettas. Let's see, these are neon dwarf rainbows. Restock on those guys. Had a batch come in that just didn't do great, so we've been out of stock on those for a while. So yeah, it's time to just get new ones. Let those other ones do their thing. These are black crystal shrimp. Black crystals are fantastic this week. I love the color on those. Next is half moon Betta. And then we have, let's see, this is Nanostomus rubicatus, or purple pencilfish. Red arcs and purple pencils look an awful lot the same, a little bit different on the pattern. The color isn't that much different. Very cool. Remember, Indian pencilfish do a lot better in very big schools, not 4 or 5, but more like 10 or 12 or 18. These are female guppies. Restock on those. Here's some more Priscilla tetras, but these are the golden Priscilla tetras, or albino Priscillas. That's kind of fun. Get those in occasionally, and we have them right now. Go right here. Coolie loaches, gotta have lots of little coolie loaches running around. Looks like I got one black one in the group. And there's one that's kind of pink colored. Lots and lots and lots of different types of pangles, which we see semi-regular, about 5 or 6 different kinds. Here's an African cichlid. Not many on this order, but this week we did get a few. These are the red-top hongies, Labradochroma species hongi. Very pretty fish. I got a couple of big ones hanging around here somewhere, but I got some babies to sell you too. Pistogramma borelli opal. Apparently, I just love my pistos this week. I actually really think the pistos are cool. They're a little specialized, but man, they're a neat little fish. 3-inch max. Tiger barbs. Gotta have some tiger barbs. These are regular old tiger barbs, so some of them look like they got a little extra striping in them. That's how they ended up with green tiger barbs. Just keep growing those bars closer and closer. Let's see, another pencilfish, Nanostomus equus, or brown-tailed pencilfish. I think I also call these a dip-tail. There are a couple different common names for the equus. That's a neat pencilfish. Pygmy cories, restock. Glad to have those back in stock. They've been out for a little bit. Got in some grow outs that look nice, but sold quick. So here we go with another, that's a half moon, if I'm not mistaken. And oh, puffers. Puffers, we're so out of puffers right now, but we got a few and just got a few more. These are the South American or bumblebee, a couple other names for them, but very, very cool puffer that can be kept in a group of puffers, or very, very fast fish. More cories, because he who buys the most or gets the most cories wins. This is a violet cory, or they call it corydoras similis. Smudge spot is the other name for those. Really neat cory, one of my absolute favorites, but you all know I love all the cories. Here are cardinal tetras, restock. Got to keep up on those. We sell a ton of cardinals because we do that special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. And you know, there's nothing more fun than a big school and a bright colored fish in your tank. So next we have clown loaches. Restock on small clown loaches. That's about the size we've been getting our small ones, which is actually pretty nice to start at. Remember, clown loaches are a giant fish. They get enormous. Elephant nose, haven't been able to get those in a little bit. So restock on some African mormorids, so it's an elephant nose. Remember, a 12-inch fish. Gold white clouds, restock on those guys. That's a variant on your white cloud mountain minnow, which actually can do very cold water. If you got a cold unheated planet tank, they actually do pretty well. They'll also do fine as just regular community. Reticulated hill stream loaches are our most popular loach in the store. And why not? Hill stream loaches are fantastic to watch. Kind of look like a little stingray. And you two can have one. This is another elephant nose. Go with the other one we had. And more shrimp. We got another stock of cherry shrimp. Really nice. Bright reds on those cherry shrimp. Glad I doubled down on shrimp because we've been selling a ton. Here's another Betta. Who's this? This is a Armageddon. I haven't had an Armageddon for a while. Those guys have like a spattering of red through their fin and body. Those are neat. You guys are, unusual. Battis, or let's see, they call them the chameleon fish. Also, there's a blue battis that's similar. A neat fish, bigger than your scarlet battis, almost like an Asiatic cichlid. Small but not tiny. More cherry shrimp. Got apparently they split our bags in two, so we have 2 big bags of cherry shrimp, 3 big bags of cherry shrimp this week. As well, you guys buy a lot of them. Crown tail black orchid king male Betta. It says in a cup, but it's obviously not. That is a fantastic crown tail Betta. Say king. I guess that means he's a little bigger than average, maybe? I don't know. Sometimes they throw names around. I wonder how much that has to do with genetics and just good salesmanship. Polka dot loach. That's something a little different. This is a Nemachilis corsica, or a polka dot loach. That's funny because what I actually meant to order was the Dario, Lotia Dario, which is a queen loach. I think that was a mistake on that, but that's all right. That's a cool fish. I might actually have a couple of those over there. Indigo barbs, a restock on those guys. Indigo barbs are kind of like a blue version, a spotted blue version of a tiger barb. Very pretty. Let's see, got another elephant nose, and who's in there? Oh, some little plecos. Not a lot of plecos in this order, because there wasn't a lot available this week, but these are Imperial Rangers. Seems like every time I get Imperial Rangers, they're itty bitty tiny like that. Fun fish, not the giant, but they kind of look almost like a common, but they don't get giant. They're a nicer choice for alligator and relatively inexpensive. Green tiger barbs, restock on those. We sell a ton of green tiger barbs these days, and why not? They're pretty. Well, they can be a bit on the nippy side. We've got some in a display tank here, and I think that's part of what's showing people how pretty they can be. Zipper coolie loach, that's a version of the banded coolie loach that doesn't get quite as big. Itty bitty, very cute. Little pangle. One of the many types we talked about. Looks like I've got just 3 bags of fish left in this box, and that's it for this order, guys. Let's power through. What do we got? Crown tail, flash Betta in the box, and then we have golden dwarf cichlid. These are Nanocara anomala. Apparently all the cichlids I got this week were all dwarf cichlids, and why not? Golden or the anomala, very, very fun little dwarf cichlid. And the last thing is a whiptail. Wow, cool. Able to restock these actually. These are marble whiptail, just sold out of them. And then they showed up again. So I'm like, okay, cool. Sometimes we only see those like once a decade. So very cool on that. And that's what we got this week, guys.